Stay packing, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket, don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 53.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time Murray to throw it. Quick slant caught by Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice...
Murray fighting, lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Check 53, Mike. Crunch time, defense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Go. Mike 53.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mecole Hardman 36 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
At the 27-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
First carry for Darius Geis. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Buddy up! Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. I'm not ready. Hey, rotate. Yeah.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Ready, set, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I want that. Get it on. Hey, hey. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
He'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Hassan Reddick coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Murray going to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 72 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field.
He's got it at the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 63 yards. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mecole Hardman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point up and through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Second down, Murray sets to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Mecole Hardman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And here we go on 4th down with Murray. The open man is Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, Murray. His throw incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. It's caught, Smith. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Kyler Murray, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got...
That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 65 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scored. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Completes it to Hardman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
2nd and 2. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nicole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves,
and the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Third down, here's Geis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. They'll look to throw now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. They'll get 34 yards there. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
First down, Panthers.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Murray now on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Push him back.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Hassan Reddick able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now Murray. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Ready. 53, Mike. Rotate. Spell. Watch the run.
Murray with a 3rd and long. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Murray sets to throw on 4th. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now this time Murray to throw it. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will get him 1 closer. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I can't believe they even let you play. 25, check 25, check 25.
Now a toss. This is Geis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And this one complete to Smith. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Murray now. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, he's going to look. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
Squeeze, double. Check. Lucky. 56. Mike, 56, right there. Go. 6. Watch the run.
Shotgun now from Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Check out route.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 79 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Murray. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It's a foot race. 30, 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kyler Murray, 89 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go, boys, bring it up.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 32 on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sione Takitaki. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Looking to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
Kill.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
54 Mike.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to let it go deep. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Marquise Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's got Smith here. And he'll be out right at the 35. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
The blitz are still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Panthers on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2000...
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. It's Geis on the counter. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A toss right to Geis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but
one of our guys.
She's singing, too.
No, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. And that is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Cowboys, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sport.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.